a lot of people might not agree with this, but you know, I think the best thing to do with all this information that you grab at such a young age is to remember that you're still a kid, and like you still gotta enjoy these moments in your life because you're not gonna have them like forever.
Facts. And it's the Kingtif Network. We are here. You see what's going on. Hoodie Hook in the building. But we got Smerco in the building. Come on, round of applause for Smerco.
What up?
Now, he done gave me a hat. We ain't never got nothing, so excuse me. I feel like this is my chains now. Excuse me. But, man, congratulations on everything, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me, man.
Now, you have been grinding, right?
Yeah.
Grinding. But it's kind of quick, man. Like it ain't been too long, and you really moving.
Mm-hmm.
So take us to the first release, man. What was that first song you put out?
Man, the first song I dropped was April 1st, 2 years ago.
Yep.
Supreme Dreams. It was my first music videos, first everything.
And you came out first song, video, like you came out prepared.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get prepared for that release?
It was crazy because me and my team had planned it for so long. I had like my first 6 songs already planned out before I dropped my first one.
Really?
Yeah, and my manager, she wouldn't let me drop nothing, and I was getting mad, but it was like 6 months in the making. I had been making songs before that though, but like when I actually found out I was gonna take it serious, like figured I was gonna take it serious, it took like 6 months to put my first joint out. And yeah, Supreme Dreams.
How did it do?
It did all right. You know, it was mostly like my people messing with it. It didn't really get no buzz around the city or nothing, but I gained respect from the people around me. So,
got you.
Yeah, so it did good in that type of way.
So for you, was it enough? It was enough for you to.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get into the singles because you hit about 8 more that year, and then we're gonna get. But I want to go back for a second. You was a hooper first?
Yeah.
Was you nice? We had a couple hoopers in here. Yeah. They got some stories. You was nice?
Yeah, of course I was nice, man. That's honestly what I would be doing right now.
Really?
Yeah, but you know I got hurt when I was little.
Really?
8th grade and 9th grade, I had 2 like career-ending knee surgeries.
No way.
So I had to.
8th and 9th grade?
Yeah.
All right, you gotta take us back because I was balling back then. Check my stats in 8th grade. It was about 14-7. All right, and I had about 8 rebounds again. I was nice. All right. 9th grade, it went down, but they were trying to play me JV. I wasn't ready. Okay, they was faster than I thought.
Where was you playing at?
I played for John Hay.
Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to Hay. But man, take us back to 8th grade, and then that first injury, and then coming back, and then it happening again.
Yeah. So me and my mom was getting into it. So I moved in with my dad in 8th grade. You know, I went to go play. I was living in Solon. I went to go play in Garfield.
The Ballers. Okay. Shout out to Garfield.
Yeah. Shout out to Sonny and them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a plan. We was gonna get it together. We had a team, and that summer, 2016. You know, everybody talk about summer 2016. I had the worst. That was the worst summer of my life.
Really?
I was on the couch for 3 months straight.
Really?
Like, yeah, it was bad. So you know, I had to go through all the.
So when did it happen? When did the injury happen specifically? In like right before the summer?
Probably May.
May. That's what I was thinking. You said 3 months.
The surgery was. I'm sorry. It happened in June.
Okay.
It took me a minute to go to the doctor because I wasn't, you know, I'm a hooper, so I'm
Right.
like, okay, my knee just hurt. Like, I mean, when I look back on it, I know when it happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm cliche. It's still new to me, so
Yep.
I'm not thinking it's nothing. But like, I went to Kalahari with my friends. I went to Florida. I was traveling on a broke knee that had no.
So it was broken.
Yeah, like I lost cartilage. My cartilage was all the way down here. It was shattered. I dislocated my kneecap. Like, it was fat too.
Yeah.
So one day my sister was looking at it. We were sitting in the living room. She was like, you know, it's not normal. Like, it's not supposed to be that big. Like, cause we got bad knees in my family, so we used to that.
Facts.
So
Facts.
I said you'll be better tomorrow, but no, this was different. So she was like, you need to go to the doctor. We went to the surgeon, and he was like, yeah, we need you in surgery next week.
How did that like hit you though? Like you I mean, you was just hooping.
Yeah, it was. And I was doing good too. Like, I was about to be in my freshman year.
Yeah.
I was about to finish out 8th grade, and you know, a brand new city, basketball city.
Yeah.
So I was ready for it, but you know, it took a turn. And,
So you get that news, you go get surgery.
Yeah. Rehab. Tears.
Okay.
Pain.
Real shit.
All that. Yeah. Missing out on my season.
So you're not ready
Right.
for after that summer, of course,
No.
to be ready for the season. So you miss your that's the first
Whole 8th grade season.
whole 8th grade season.
Yeah.
Ooh, so this is the summer going into 8th grade.
Right. You
so
know, and that's when everybody developed too.
Yeah, no,
So
I got like I said, 14, 6, and 8, right, Mama? Because again, from 7th to 8th grade, I took that summer and I took that leap to be able to become a starter because I was coming off the bench.
Yeah.
So that's a big summer.
Yeah, that's when the little dudes go to the big, like,
Get right.
Yep. Yeah.
Now but in your head you like, but I'm coming back.
Right, of course.
So.
But he told me it was a slim chance I could make it back.
Really?
Yeah, like I
Even
wasn't
then,
supposed to come back. Yeah.
Ever.
Right.
So it was that bad.
It was that bad. Like he was like, I ain't seen this like ever. Like,
what? Was it because you were walking on it too, or?
I probably made it worse, but it was just. I mean, it was a freak accident. What happened?
Got you.
And then I
and that does happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, the whole kneecap was shattered, and cartilage was lost. It was. They said they put the whole kitchen sink into my knees, like
Facts.
Screws, bolts, all that.
Gee. Okay.
So that was 8th grade. So 9th grade came the next year. You know, after rehabbing and all that, getting this one back together. I left Garfield, moved back to Solon. About to start freshman year. I'm not thinking too much of it for that year.
Right.
I'm gonna just try to like get in where I fit in. I know I was gonna be on the team because I've been in the system my whole life.
Right.
So, yeah. So, we get back to Solon. After grinding and all this, whatever we did for this, you know, rehab, therapy, all that, I'm at an open gym back in Garfield, and we hooping. I'm killing. Like I'm finally getting back to my old self. I'm hooping and all that. I go up for a rebound. I jump up in the air.
Yeah.
My other knee pop.
What?
I come down. I land on my butt, and I'm just like grabbing my knee, and I'm like,
is it in heavy pain?
yeah, like I done felt this before. Like
really?
Yeah. So we went straight to my surgeon the next day, and he like, I don't know how to tell you this, but you did the same exact thing to the other knee.
What?
Yeah. So, yeah.
So yeah, after that it was.
I mean, I'm not a quitter. Like whatever it is.
Oh, so you was like none of that.
I came back.
Talk to us.
I mean, I came back after 9th grade
That's
year.
resiliency right there.
Yeah, he said you wasn't gonna come back after this. You got 2 fake knees.
Shattered,
now. Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, so nobody's gonna come back from that. But
Fact.
I was like, I'm not nobody. Like I'm different. So.
Yeah.
You know, I put the work in, more tears, more grinding, but I knew what to expect now. So it was kind of made it easier to a point. And then 10th grade year, you know, my knees was like, after all that rehab and lifting and all that, like I got them together. Like
really?
I was squatting. Junior year came, after sophomore year, you know, I played a little bit. And then junior year came, and it was like it never happened.
What?
Yeah, so I wasn't playing with braces or nothing. And then my knees, I was squatting with the rest of the team. Like I was like top weightlifter on my team, and like all that summer workouts, I was killing.
So
them.
you was really dedicated to the grind of getting it back.
Yeah.
At like 13 and 14 and 15, like where did that come from?
Hooping, that was my life before this music shit. Honestly, I was a hooper.
I feel you because I played ball for 16 years straight. So So I get it.
Yeah, people look at me, they be like, "You play basketball?" I'm like, "Nah, I make music." And they be like, "Well, yeah, that could have been my second guess," but like,
Yeah.
they say everybody say I look like a hooper, so
Yeah, the build for sure.
that's
Definitely.
my basketball story. Yeah.
So we get to the music, right? 2022. But you go to O State first.
hmm
How was your experience there first, and then why do you leave?
So came to O State for business. You know, I didn't really want to go to school at first, but I really was focused on acting. That was like my next thing.
What you gonna talk about? Lead role guy.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one too. I like it though, man.
Okay.
Congrats though, man. That's
Yeah, but I was like, I loved movies growing up. On top of basketball, that was like my second love. Like I loved movies, and
Nice.
I always wanted to be in a movie. So I was like, shoot, and I loved LA too. I still to this day, that's like my second favorite place.
So what was your first time going to LA?
I've been going there since I was little.
Oh,
I couldn't even
nice.
tell you how many times I've been there.
Congrats.
You know, my mom was in labels and working for labels.
Yeah,
and things
Titan.
like that.
Yeah, that's why she won't let us get on camera. We know.
yeah.
We got to pay for that. Yeah, I understand.
So yeah, I wanted to move out to LA, but I talked to a major producer out there, and he was like, "You need to go to school first. Make sure you got a degree under your belt, so you got something to fall back on." So he sent me out there to O State for business, and then a minor in like theater. So I get down to O State. I moved there with my best friend. We got a dorm together. And we was just living the college life, you know. And then a couple months in, I did a little too much partying, I think, and you know, I got behind on my sleep schedule. And I came across this thing called anxiety, and it just took me through a loop.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still dealing with it till today. But it was times where like they would go out, and I'd be like, no, I can't go out because like I'm about to go sit in my room and freak out, like just because I didn't have I didn't know what anxiety was at the time.
Absolutely.
So at the time, I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't go home. I'm 2 hours from home, and I wasn't comfortable with it yet, so I couldn't describe it.
Facts.
So it's not like I could like go to my mom and be like, this is wrong with me. I need to go to the doctor.
Facts.
So you know, I'm just living with it by myself, and I'm having panic attacks. But it's such a like an uncomfortable thing to talk about that like you feel alone.
Yeah.
And I think that was my biggest thing is like.
And then it makes you stay alone.
Right. So like I'm out here 2 hours away from everything I used to know for 18 years. And I'm around some people I don't know.
Yep.
And I don't know how to help fix it. So I'm going to class and, you know, just getting that out of body feeling, you know, going to class. And then once the nighttime hits, that's when you really feel alone. So it got really bad. And I used to be going to sleep at like 8 o'clock. And it was just, yeah, let's skip that topic. It's starting to freak me out.
No, absolutely. And it's nothing wrong with having to continue to develop yourself.
Yeah.
And develop the strength to speak on what you go through.
Yeah.
Because that's not easy. Transparency is not easy. That's why most people can't do it. So I thank you for even being able to share that. A lot of people can't.
Right. Let's get back to the music though. So after, that was the reason why I left school. But while I was there, I came across one of my good friends to this day. His name is Jay. And he had some songs out and things like that, but he didn't take it serious. He was in school at O State for being like a dentist. And him and his friend back in Dayton, they used to like just hop in the studio and just fool around, you know. But they was nice though. Okay. So one day we was playing 2K. He was like, "Bro, I'm bored. Let's make a song." And I just looked at him like, "Bro, you can't rap." So he went and got his laptop from his dorm. He brought it back to my room, and we just got to fooling around on there, and we made a song. It was me and him. It was called "Winning," and around our friend group, it just became like our theme song. Like we was just bumping in the car, and I couldn't rap at the time. He couldn't rap, but we thought that was the hardest shit ever.
As you should.
Yeah, right. So after that, I just
you got a little bug in you after that.
It became like a little like hobby of mine, kind of like. And songwriting was a big thing for me.
Really?
Like, it helped me cope with that anxiety thing that I was dealing with. So I would just be up in my room, 10 o'clock till 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning, like all that, just writing songs.
Yeah.
And then one day until I made it good enough, I learned how to I didn't know how to really record myself, but I knew how to get my voice down on the track with the beat. So one day when I felt like it was good enough, I sent something to my mom, and she was like, and she had been, she been in the music business her whole life, my whole life. So I feel like it was just funny because I knew she would be a funny critic to send it to. But yeah, I sent it to her. She was like, "This low-key fire. Who is this?" And I was like,
"Now who is this?"
I'm like, "Ma, this me. What you mean?" And then she was like, "You playing? This is not you." So I like sent her how I recorded it, and then she was like, "Hey, you gotta keep going with this.
Wow.
This you good at this."
Wow.
And before that in school, I was a good writer and things like that. Like I got straight A's and like in English and things like that. But yeah, songwriting became a big way for me to cope with anxiety. And yeah, that's how I got started.
That's big, man. Not because after that, you found it.
Yeah.
When I say you found it, boy, you found your rhythm, and you also found like, and I want to speak on the team. Like you found people, and of course your mom being in the industry so long, she figured out ways to help build you.
Facts.
and the brand
Facts.
behind the music.
Facts.
So even if one song don't pop, you still making the merch. And so when that one pop, it all
it all makes sense.
It all makes So, man, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
That was your first mixtape.
Yeah. Not my first project, but first mixtape.
Right. Yeah. What? Speak on your thought process of Rookie of the Year, and then take us to your first project.
Okay. For Rookie of the Year dropped the day before my birthday, December 1st last year. Basically, we had just been grinding that whole year. Big shows like the Soulja Boy show at the House of Blues.
Shout out to that, yeah.
It was like 3,000 people in the crowd. I think it was a lot of people. But just dropping songs and doing show here every weekend in Cleveland. I was just like, people keep asking me for a project, and I had put The Beginning out. It was called The Beginning. It was a small EP. Just half of the songs on there was already out, so it was really just like really small. It was just a little project that people could live off of for a little bit. But I was like, it's time. It's time I put something out, like something like have like my baby,
Right.
So we took a trip out to Cali. And my engineer was living out there at the time. He's back now. Shout out to Chance. But he was living out in Cali. We took a trip out there, me and my mom, to visit some family out there. And we got in the booth. We got in the studio with Chance out there. We recorded at the head of the Grammy studio.
Whoa.
And yeah, we was in there for like 8 hours straight, just
What's your favorite song off the project?
Or
the one that the most favorite to record, like maybe it was that studio session that time.
Yeah. The most fun I had recording was LA Nights for sure.
Oh.
That song is like, cause it wasn't supposed to happen. Like I didn't go there with that plan.
Really?
Yeah, we had took a break, and we was just chilling on TikTok, and Chance was like, "Yeah, that's something you need," cause we heard a Drake song. He was like, "You need something like that like the girls could feel and like make everybody turn up." Like, cause I didn't have no club songs before that. And he heard the beat. He was like, "Yeah, you could do like a Jersey type." So we started looking on BeatStars, and we just come across that. And we both started shaking our head like, "Oh, this is nasty." So we just started like, it was just fun because that was the first time I made a song with somebody really. Because usually I'm used to writing by myself, but we both was just throwing in lines and like it was just like
beautiful. Creating together.
Right. So yeah, and everybody loved LA Nights. I can't wait to work that in the summer. We kind of like took a break from it in the winter because it's more of like a party song, like summer vibe. But yeah, I'm excited to work that this summer. Yeah.
Man, you definitely come into the game strategically. You don't just do things.
Right.
Your relationship with Big Hef. I kind of want to speak on that. How did that come about, and how has it developed for you?
So, gotta go back to my mom. She's been friends with Hef for like 30 years. She called him by his first name. Like they locked in.
That's real.
So, but yeah, me and Hef, we got locked in after I dropped Supreme Dreams and a couple more singles after that. He invited me to his radio show, and I got on there. That was my first interview.
Wow, shout out to the Big Hef radio show.
Yeah, for sure.
They ain't never asked me.
They got me together. They got me together. I did a lot of like learning on how to like be like I guess media training basically. He got me together over there, and I did a lot of interviews for them. You know, like playing my songs on the radio and things like that. And yeah, that's how we got together.
Man, you just said it, but media trained, being well trained as a businessman. How do you, being 20, you're 22 now or
21.
21 still. How being 21, taking that all in, and still being you?
I think a lot of people might not agree with this, but you know, I think the best thing to do with all this information that you grab at such a young age is to remember that you're still a kid, and like you still gotta enjoy these moments in your life because you're not gonna have them like forever.
Fact.
So you know, you still gotta take in that, like, yeah, this is a business and all this, but have some fun. Have fun while you're doing it, because it's not gonna last forever. So
Facts.
yeah.
No, that's big facts, and that's definitely a great way to stay grounded in the constant influx of people, and they want this and then they want that, and who's really here for you. It's definitely a great outlook. Gotta talk about it because you went to school for theater, or a minor in theater. You got your first major role.
Yeah.
What is the movie, and what kind of the concept, and who are you playing?
So basically, it's called Surf Club, and it's about Hef and his friend group. So his one friend, his name is Finch. He moved from Detroit to North Royalton out here, and he had to get used to like the different scenery basically, and the change of environment. His mom died back in Detroit, so he had to come live with his dad and his stepbrother, and yeah, it was just about him getting acclimated into the new environment. You know, girls at the school, hooping, and yeah, it's about the school dance that happened that year that he transferred, and basically just getting acclimated to the new environment.
Now, is it already shot?
We like halfway through right now.
Okay, so how has it been being the lead in a movie and being on set and having to have that responsibility?
You know, it's my first movie ever.
Yeah.
Like, there no commercials or nothing. So, so I mean, it's cool. It's a learning experience for sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours that go into it that people don't know about.
Absolutely.
So it's giving me a different respect for like the bigger things, you know, and like change my views on like what's next for me to come.
Yeah.
And, yeah, things like that.
And what's possible.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite moment on set so far?
No, not so far. I mean, I think Hef and Finch, they chose a great cast, so I think there's one coming.
Yeah.
But no, not yet.
Okay. Man, I'm gonna refer to management for a second to make sure I'm hitting everything. How am I doing? I'm getting there. Let me check my notes. Every time management's in the room, I'm gonna make sure I check with management because they the ones gonna call me back.
You're right.
You're an artist. You're gonna go make art. We know this. We need management to be happy. Nah, that's basically what I had in my notes. So I gotta hit a couple things that I personally have seen from just my experiences seeing you and how you move. Do you ever get uncomfortable in this entertainment space?
All the time.
Real shit.
Since I started, honestly, I just started getting comfortable.
You can't tell.
Yeah, well, yeah. I hide it really good, but I just started getting comfortable, honestly. Like, that Soulja Boy show was the first time I really felt comfortable on the stage.
Wow.
And partially when I be on that stage, I'll be a little tipsy, you feel me? So that might be a little bit. But, yeah, I just started getting comfortable. But you got to be uncomfortable to grow.
Absolutely.
So you got to put yourself in those type of vulnerable areas for you to learn and, you know, adapt to new things. And you're not going to get nowhere if you don't ever get uncomfortable.
That was major, man. I ain't gonna keep you too long. I truly appreciate your time. I want to kind of make one comparison, and then we got a couple things, and I'm gonna get you out of here. So, what you went through with your knees and the adversity you fought.
Yeah.
How have you been able to take that into your music yet, or have you had to yet?
Yeah, since I started, you know, this music thing is like, you can't really, when you think of a rapper, when the world thinks of a rapper, they think of this street dude that sells drugs and is in the streets. That's not me. So, you know, it's like, it's been adversity since I started. Whether it was girls from my old school or hating dudes that never liked me from the jump, or just people that always got something to say. They always gonna have something to say about you, so you just can't like take it to heart, and you really just gotta let it go out the other ear. And that's what I had to do when I was hooping when I was little. A lot of people tried to tell me that like you would never come back, and they used to call me wheelchair boy and all this. Meanwhile, I had that girls pushing my wheelchair back in.
Come on now.
So, but yeah, they always, everybody always gonna have something to say. Yeah. They told me I wouldn't come back. They told me I wouldn't be this and that, and I proved them wrong. Yeah. So I just carried that until like the rest of my life. Like, if you doubt me, that's just gonna motivate me more.
Man, I needed somebody to hear that. We ain't in church, but I need the congregation of the royal family to hear that. Because, man, I wouldn't be here without adversity of what I fought and what I had to go through. And some of those similar conversations of, I'm not doing what y'all want to do because y'all think that's what we have to do. Like, I don't have a police record, and I stand on that for a reason. Because we don't have to do that to be successful and to be real and to be a tough man, like, and have respect and to receive, like, you don't have to do that. So I thank you for standing on that, because a lot of young, especially black men, do not understand they can and still get respect from everybody around you.
Facts.
So thank you. Now, the last two things. The first one is, we like to ask, what are your top 3 things you value in your life, and we like for you to just pick one and like kind of explain why.
Pick one and explain why, or okay, pick one and explain why. Top one, it got to be my faith in the Lord. Without Him, I probably wouldn't. I know I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And you know, I got tats all over my body, but everyone is about Him.
Wow.
I wear this chain every day. I never let it leave my side. But yeah, God is, words can't describe how I feel about that, man. So on top of that, family will be next. And then a third one will be life itself. Just being able to wake up every day and do what I want to do what I got to do.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. Those are 2 heavy hitters. I've seen some motion in the background. All right, I'm not leaving here. Now, Chrome Hearts, right? Because we did speak about it on the production day. But Chrome Hearts with Ray Jr. and you have a show coming with Ray Jr. that we will be a part of, and I'm actually dropping this the week of Slow. But how is it having such a well-respected artist get on a track of yours?
It's it feels good, honestly. You know, his respect coming from the city, I feel like gave me a sense of respect from other people too.
Wow.
So I'm always gonna be appreciative of the fact that he did that, because he didn't have to. I didn't ask him to.
Wow, really?
Yeah, he went out.
Speak on this. Hold on, because Chrome Hearts was already a good song.
Yeah.
And it was already buzzing. Yeah. So this is the remix with Ray Jr. But it kind of fell in your lap as far as the feature?
Yeah.
Talk to us. How did that happen?
So one day I was chilling in my room. I got a call from my manager. She was like, I just got off the phone with Ray, and he was been vibing with the mixtape, and he likes all the songs on there, but there's a couple that stood out to him, and he don't know which one yet, but Chrome Hearts really, was like his #1 favorite.
Wow.
So a couple days went by, and she was just like, yeah, Ray want to hop on it. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I was like,
that's right. Crazy.
Yeah. So you know, with me and Ray, we have been politicking. I've been knowing him for a minute. So
shout out Ray.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate him doing what he did, right. Especially throwing me on this show on May 9th. I'm really excited for it. I know it's gonna be a great turnout. And
absolutely.
More people that can find out about me and hopefully some potential fans.
Now y'all just don't perform. They come. It's banners coming out. It may be a showgirl that comes with a board. You just don't know. But I love it because it's amazing and it's important for people to get it. Not only to hear the music, but see the face, get to know where the brand is, get to the merch so they can buy some of it. But people don't understand the correlation of how it all flows together. Because you don't make it seem like it's all happening at one time. Right. But if you step back and look, like I did a few times, it's like, this nigga got 7 banners. He got, and it's beautiful because you see other artists and they're like, man, why is he? But then you see how you moving, and you understand why he. Right. So
it makes you like, in a way, it makes you think like, dang, what he got going on if he got all this.
All this.
And then on top of that, that House of Blues show that I did, it was crazy because like those people in the crowd didn't know me before they got there, but they knew me when they was leaving.
Wow.
I had a merch table in the back, and it was just cool because I had all these people that didn't know me, but they was like, I kind of got a little 5 minutes of fame because they was all stopping and trying to buy merch and stuff.
Was it?
Like, yeah, I guess they really messed with my music. Yeah.
That was dope, man. That's a great experience to have, man. Like having it all come together, and then you can just do you. Yeah. Man, that takes some of that stress away, some of that anxiety away of, man, are we gonna be able to get the merch together before the? Like, nah, you got it all together. That's having a team. So speak on that, and I'm going to get you out of here. Speak on your team. Speak on why you need a team as an artist.
Well, honestly, my team is my manager, and my manager is my mama.
That part.
And I wouldn't have got this far without my mom. Everything that you see today is because of her. Yeah. She pushes me every day. There are days I don't feel like doing nothing. She calling me. She blowing my phone up. Get up, go do this, go do that. And you know, she's just like my #1 fan, so I'm always gonna be appreciative of her. Yeah. But as an artist, you definitely need a team. Like same as like sports or anything, you can't do nothing by yourself. Even the solo sports, like boxers, they got a team. Like everybody got a team. You need a team for everything. You're stronger together, and you know, you weaker as one. So yeah.
You ain't never lie. And people, don't let that go, cause y'all like to just listen and not. I love y'all, but we got to start bringing it in because understand you don't need 1,000 people to be on your team. A team is, I know we see sports teams and it be a lot of people, but teams can be one man, 2 man, one mom, one son, like one band, one sound. Like it really don't take that many people if the people that are there are truly focused on the goal and the mission at hand. So I really want y'all to take that in because I do hear our people, man. I need a team, man. If I had man, you need one person
that believes in the vision.
That truly believes in the vision, and that team is made, and then you can add as you grow and expand. But man, that was very important for them to hear because some people be like, man, if I had this 6, 7 people, nah, I have 2. Yeah. I have 1, and if they're reliable, let's run it.
Yeah, facts.
Now, the last thing we do here is called Get Off Your Chest, and you've been getting so much off your chest, man. But I really want you to speak on the young artists who didn't grow up in the streets, who don't have to do all of that, and still has to remain true to him when he gets into this music industry and he starts to get looks and people are asking him where he's from and they're asking him these interview questions. Right. And at that point, you can start to lie. Right. I really want you to speak to them of why not to and stay true, and that's going to truly help you more.
You know, since I started this, I've had a lot of people tell me, like, you should, because, you know, technically I'm from, like, 3 different places. I moved back from Garfield and Solon, and, you know, I've lived at my grandma's house for, like, half of my life down in Cleveland on 116. You know, like, a lot of people tell me, like, you should be telling people this, and I'm from Solon, and I'm standing on that. Like, it don't matter where you from. It's about, like, who you are as a person. Character. Yeah. Absolutely. So, you know, speaking on top of that, I'm sorry, ask the question again.
I want you to speak to that person who does have that same people telling him that, but he may be, man, I was at my grandma, you know?
Yeah. You should always be, like, who you are and don't try to be nobody else. And you know, people always gonna have opinions on you.
Yeah.
You can't change that, but what you can change is how you respond and how you react to that. And you know, art is about art. It's not about where you're from. It's about what you create.
Yeah.
So, you know, being an artist is about your art.
100%, man.
Right.
Well, we truly appreciate you being here. Tell them where they can find you one more time.
You can follow me on IG at #1Smerco, TikTok #1Smerco, SMERCO.
If you don't get that website, she gonna kill me. I'm not looking. Give her the website.
www.smercomusic.com. Get all my merch on there. Read my bio, all that.
That part. Well, man, we truly appreciate you, and we are truly like excited for the growth that we're about to see, because we already know y'all have a plan and vision. So from what you've done from 22 to now, it's like, what the fuck? So what's to come, man? Shout out to you, and keep going. It's the Kingtif Network. We out of here.
Can somebody just tell me what the hell is happening?
We don't know. We're all just waking up. Is there anything you know? Like, do you remember anything?
I think I was kidnapped.
Where is Locke? Locke? Oh, you mean my husband?
Hold up. You better stop right there before you say some shit you gonna regret. Regret?
Damn, shit getting real.